And now, for a moment of clarity.
There was a time when you might not mix any political conversation with our coverage of a storm. I mean, I think that time was recently as a year or two ago, right? Because storms weren't political. The person who made them political is Donald Trump. The person who told people, well, first he took a Sharpie and he changed
the trajectory.
But that was when he was president. Now as a candidate running to be the president of all Americans, he's saying and doing things that makes the work of FEMA more difficult, that makes the warnings of local mayors less trustworthy than they might need to be for a family to make the incredibly difficult decision to pack up their belongings and drive to safety.
So when individuals like me and others say that Donald Trump is dangerous to democracy and dangerous to the process of government, this is what we're talking about. You're putting lives at stake because you want it to be about you and you want to find and gain some political advantage over your opponent in a presidential race, to demonize their efforts, to have surrogates stupidly not engage with the administration, like the governor of Florida, who's now faced with one of the most horrific events to hit his state. And he's like, I don't want to talk to Kamala Harris because it's political. That's the level of bad government, bad governing that Americans have grown cynical about, and why we find ourselves in this very stressful moment. So if Donald Trump is telling you that there are no people on the ground, but then you look around and you see people on the ground, how are people even confused about that? And so the reality is he doesn't make it better. He's making it worse. He's making it more difficult to get the resources in and for people to save their lives and the lives of the ones they love. Do not listen. I'm just going to look straight at Americans. Do not listen to Donald Trump about this storm in Florida or in the Gulf or anywhere else. You pay attention to the people who are there to protect you from the Department of Energy, Health, wherever department it is that's involved in your community, FEMA. Listen to the officials who are actually watching the storms and know what the patterns are telling them that they need to share with you to save your life. Donald Trump took a Sharpie and drew on the map where he wanted the storm to go because he had a political agenda for that region of the Gulf that didn't line up with the storm pattern. What does that tell you? And I'm just so tired of us following stupid and watching bad things happen to good people because they're getting the level of disinformation. And I won't even begin. I mean, you have the officials that are talking about a lot of this information, Nicole and Vaughn. You probably see this out in your coverage. I don't know what the hell y'all doing on X, but it's not helping people. I mean, Elon Musk, you need to chill, bro, because you're getting people seriously injured by propagating and pushing up this BS about, the federal government is failing to serve and help these people. You know that's not true. But you've got a political agenda thinking you're going to be running some cabinet department under Donald Trump and all that crazy. The moment we're in right now is costing lives. And y'all, both Donald Trump and Elon Musk and the governor of Florida, DeSantis, y'all need to stop your stupid, because when someone dies and someone's injured, it's going to largely land on you because you told them to do something dumb like stay in place or ignore the help they're getting.
Catch Michael Steele on The Weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on MSNBC.